Alright guys, this first video is going to be pretty brief. It's going to show you how to log in to your back end of your Joomla website. It's going to show you how to create a new user and password or change a new user and password. Okay, so here we go. First thing we want to do is type in the web address of your site. We're going to use mine for instance. And then you're going to put a backslash and type administrator. Takes you to this. And let's get some of this info out of here. Alright, so we're going to log in. Now, once I send you all of the files, I'm also going to send you a text document that gives you your specific username and password. You can definitely feel free at any time to go in and change that username or password, and that's one of the first things I'm going to show you. So this is considered your back end or your control panel. Everything you do pretty much can start from this spot. So we're going to click on User Manager. Couldn't delete this one out here and show you how to make one. Delete that out. So let's say we want to just create a whole new user. I'm going to click on New. I'm going to put that person's name. I'm going to put John Doe. I'm going to put his login name as John. And we're going to put him a password in. Pass123. Pass123. Going to put an email address in there. This information here, leave that all at no. Now, this is the kicker down here. If you are creating a username for a person to log into your actual site, to where we are right here on the back end, they have to be what's called an administrator. Okay? If you're just creating a user, just because let's say you have a newsletter that you want people to subscribe to. In order for them to subscribe to that newsletter, they have to be what's called a registered user. Now we can set it up on your front end so that the user can actually go in and create their own, or you can do it on your own by creating their username, password, and assigning them as a registered user. I strongly suggest that if you're going to have newsletters or things that you want people to be able to receive information from you on a periodical basis, we'll create a module or we'll create a page for them to go in and create their own information, because that can be time consuming, especially if you have a lot of followers. So what I'm teaching you right now basically is just to create what's called an administrator, which is someone who actually has access to this portion of your website so they can go in and add content, change content, remove content, or something to that effect. Okay? So again, you want to make them what's called an administrator. Now, unless you really, really want to get deep into redesigning your own website and just get into a lot of other portions of the website, I'm really not going to go over any of these other ones other than this one. Do not, I repeat, do not make anyone a super user unless you specifically know that this person works with Joomla, or they are a web designer and they pretty much can tell you, hey, I'm a web designer, I know what I'm doing. Do not make them a super user unless they tell you that, because at that point, once they become a super user, they have total access to everything on your site, literally. Okay, so again, if you don't feel comfortable with that, give me a call. Say, hey, this guy wants to be a super user. What do I do? Give me his number. I'll call him. I'll talk with him. I'll see exactly what is his intent. What, not so much what his intent is, but what does he know about websites? What does he know about Joomla? Okay, but again, just leave them basically as an administrator, and then from there we're going to click Save and Close. We're going to log out. So over here in the top right corner. And we will go ahead and test that login. John Doe, which is pass, oops, hold on. Pass 1, 2, 3. Login. I could have swore I made it. J-O-A-G-N, John Doe. Pass 1, 2, 3. What is the deal? Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had to go away real quick. I forgot what I made the username. The username is actually John. Then pass 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this person is logged in. Now, if you see, there are only a few more. There are less options that they can click on as an administrator. Okay? I'm going to log back out, and then I'm going to log in as a super user, which is my own self, and you'll see that you get a few more options here. This is just to show you the difference. So I'm going to log out. Log back in, and there we go. So you can get access to a few more things because I'm a super user. That's why I say if you make someone a super user, they have total access to everything on your site. All right. So we're logged in. We're going to change this guy's password. Let's say this is you. Let's say I sent you the file that had your username and password, and for whatever reason you want to go in and change your password. All you would do is once this information comes up in here, just change it. So we're going to put pass 456 this time. And we're going to save and close. Log out. I'm going to put John. We're going to try that first password we had was pass 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that it does not work. So now we'll go back to John. And this time we'll put pass 456. Password changed. All right. And that's it for this tutorial. Stay tuned for the next.